So anyway, long story short, or as usually happens in these cases, short story long, there's supposed to be a lot of wind tomorrow. So, to make sure that we don't run out of, you know, what I'm trying to say is that tomorrow there might be power outages in my area. So I'm just gonna run down and get some extra video time in, and I'm gonna let you come along. I'm gonna grab me some ore while I'm here because I'm just whacking out ore like crazy these days, thanks to boons and my special pickaxing skills, picking axe skills, maybe. I don't know. Apothecary's got a perk point. I didn't even realize they were open. I think they were about ready to attract a new quality of customer too, I believe, which will be nice. I'm just gonna grab some tin ore and then we're gonna go back up to Womarsh and continue being nice to those people there because we're nice people, aren't we? We're nice people. It seems like there's been. I mean, look at this. Somebody went through and made this whole thing, and there was like one little bit, one little reference to this in the very beginning of the game. It seems like they could find something more to do with that. Maybe they will later. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. There's a bug we could have caught. I'm not going to catch bugs. I don't have time to be going around doing that stuff. I got businesses to run. I got route ways to take. I got friends to try and make. Let's go back up here. Now, we can't do anything about. All right, so cook the Rique Biscuit for Rosie. We have to get Roger Redley's recipe. And who did we do that last quest? We just got somebody's secret code yesterday. Whose secret code was it? Now I forgot. Anyway, we have to get all the way up to Roger Redley's max so we can get into his actual heirloom chest to oh, I'm saying again. I wasn't gonna say anymore, wasn't I? So anywho, we have to get max with him in order to get the recipe for Risque Biscuit so we can give it to her and complete that quest. Anybody home down here yet? Everybody's still asleep. I could be robbing this place. Nobody could stop me. I can't remember whose heirloom chest it was that we got yesterday, which is unfortunate. Let's give him a leak. I don't think we've given him a leak. Alright, 9 friendship points. Not much there. Raven Loon. I saw her in the middle of the night, just like hanging out and talking to the darkness, which was kind of interesting. Rainbow mushrooms. Alright, so first week of autumn. I think we already knew that. People are coming out of their houses. Sage onion likes a fishy-wishy sandwich, but we don't have that. We do have a 4-star gassy apple, which gives us up to a friendship rating. Oh yes, I was going to tell you a bit more about our ways. Well, our ancestors, the ones who got lost in the swamp, were people who loved to create art, make costumes, have colorful hair, and enact battles against monsters. You remember a billion years ago, there was an episode where she mentioned that, or he mentioned that people were LARPers, essentially, and that's wound up here in Womarsh. It's interesting because I've been seeing a lot of LARPers at the park lately when I'm going to be doing my run. This was just before the catastrophe and the Fae spilling into the world. Stranded here, my ancestors kept up their ways and passed the knowledge down. The cave where they lived has long been swallowed up by the marshes, but it would be a holy site to us were it ever to be uncovered. Hint, hint. I wonder what we're going to be uncovering in the future. Pearl Onion likes a bit of pike, doesn't she? Wish we were getting close to hers. All these pike we got. We'll be getting real close. Alright, not quite. A couple more pikes. My most liked item is fish pie. Okay, so Mr. Prankster here, we got to get over to him or her. There we go, Lewis Flushing. We don't know what they like, but we're pretty sure that they're going to be wanting us to prank somebody good when we get to that point. The most malicious nettles like to hide in the fog and sting the... Oh, speaking of which, we need to be keeping an eye out for that. Can we talk to that person? Who's that person just hanging out in the middle of the house there? They seem like kind of creepy to me. Charlotte Onion. No, we haven't talked to her, but we know what she likes, don't we? She likes a special flower that only comes from the land of the Fae, someplace where we are a long-time visitor. And tickling Tom Hook fingers, blah, blah, blah. Some of these, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to these people before a swelling dwelling. That was the onions. Okay, so then we got Wisp Trail and Gray Market. We were going to go look around these places for... Let's just go to Wisp Trail first. We're going to go looking for some blind Nancy, which should be growing soon. And it'll be real easy to see thanks to this fog. Wish there was something that the goddesses or the you-know-whos, goddesses or the... What are they called? Grandmasters. If the Grandmasters could give us something to make the fog go away, that would be quite useful. Not seeing any flowers at all. So where would the blind... Now, I was only guessing that the Blind Mary would be out here. Blind Mary might be someplace else entirely. They said the Blind Mary likes the fog, and this place is almost always covered in fog. So I guess when we go... We need to find some charmweed anyway. We know where to find that. Now, see, that little thing looks taller than yesterday, so something is growing here. Shop deliveries here. Not that it matters. There's another spearwort. Wouldn't surprise me if this game does such detailed stuff for the plants. It is quite a detailed game, and quite a foggy game as well. How do we get out of here? Can we go to the shingles? Hold on a second. Sorry, I have Alexa reminding me to do Duolingo every day. So I have to yell at her to stop, because I do it in the morning. But I still see that one's growing, so that's where it's going to be. It's going to show up here once it's time. So anyway, I do Duolingo in the morning, and before I go to work. I've only been doing it, well, I guess I'm on my like 14-day streak. So obviously I'm very fluent in Spanish now. Not doing it because most of the kids, most of the students, I should say, most of the students at my school speak Spanish. Working at EL Magnet School. Not only do I work with special needs kids, I work with special needs kids who barely speak any English, and I barely speak any Spanish. So you can see how interesting my job can be sometimes. So this is the place. Alright, so here's this dude. Now, don't worry, I know what you're thinking. Oh lord, here he goes. Going into the dungeon. I'm not going into the dungeon, I'm just looking around. Looking for some flowers that might be growing, because we all love flowers. I guess y'all want my weekend update as usual. Well, there wasn't really much of a weekend update this weekend. Did a little bit of running. Drown Hill, the Circle. A lot of these places we haven't been to in a long time. Let's see what this fish is. Did a little bit of running, a little bit of flying, but that's about it. Just a little bit of these things. My dad hurt himself just a little bit, not too bad. He fell down and cut himself up pretty bad. So I mean, not pretty bad. He cut himself up. So he's just kind of like not wanting to do much, and so I just kind of been trying to stay close to home a little bit. Not going on I was going to go on a super long cross-country flight, but I'm not going to this weekend, so I can be close to home. And also, so I can save some money, and also next weekend I have my 5K that I'll be running, so that'll be fun. What is this place up here? This was just the place that we went into to prove our worthiness, to prove our quality, I think. To prove that we were ready to be trained. If there's anything good here. But anyway, tomorrow there's supposed to be like 50-mile-an-hour winds, so trying to get a little bit of extra time in. Now this was nothing, right? This was just a date spot. Creepy date spot, but a date spot nonetheless. So where shall we go now? we might just go ahead and take the root, take the thing, because I'm not seeing any blind melon, whatever it is. Where else can we go from here? We go straight to Nada's Glory. If we go down, let's go down. Let's just do it. Just walk. We haven't walked these paths in many a moon. There may be new proverbs that have spawned that we have not seen. There may be a new hook fingers we've never seen. And who knows what could lie in these parts. Could be a bear, a big old bear. Nada's Glory. I haven't been here quite a while, but alright, so we got Beulah here. See if there's some people here we can stop by and pass out some gifts to. You know, because we're nice people. We have her code yet? Nope. Poppy Seed. She likes that sandwich, but we don't have that sandwich on it, so she gets a gassy apple. Alright, so now, what is her story going to be? Anything? And so the caterpillar enters the apple of my heart and sleeps there. You have a way of burrowing that makes a girl want to lead you to a quiet glade and lay amongst the bluebells as I listen to your song. I hope Lucy isn't anywhere near, but what is this over here? It looks like there's a flower over there. We'll have to go check that out. Would you do that? Would you take me to a secret glade and fill me with your music? The girl might then know of the sweetest songs and stop her wandering the land. Alright, so Poppy Seed wants us to serenade her, which we're going to. Oh, just a little bit of nettle. Alright, so let's look and see what this is exact. Take Poppy to Lover's Laugh in Lover's Lute and play the lute. Good thing we have the lute. Let's make sure we still have the lute. We got a free lute, didn't we? Yeah, we got a lute. So follow me to Lover's Laugh in Lover's Wood. How far away from Lover's Wood? So we're not quite near there. We're going to have to take the... Will she follow me? Look at that face. I'm not going to say she looks like a blow-up doll that you would order out of the back of an old dirty magazine, but... what can I say? It's what she looks like. Not that I've ever seen those things. Alright, so maybe I can introduce her to Roger Redley. Those two would probably get along. So was it Lover's Laugh? We gotta go over here to Lover's Laugh. And maybe we'll find some charm waiting along here. We got a Rose of Romance. I'm not gonna give that to her. Probably in enough trouble with the wifey already. What did we lose 14 there? What did we lose 14 brass there, people? Forget about the stupid date. I need to know what's going on with my money. We have to sneak over here. Ooh, another Rose of Romance. Alright. Lute is ready to go. Lute. Ooh, here's this. Sorry. Well, the tingle of snow is on my nose. This will play. Do 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 do. How long do I have to play? I hope this is the lute I'm supposed to have. Oh, joyous joys, a girl's heart is melted. No more are you a caterpillar, but have emerged a glorious butterfly. Fold me in your glittering wings, flutterer of hearts. Alright, well. Poppy Seed story complete, 20 reputation. Alright, did we get anything from her? Nice to see you, what's happening? Having a bit of a wind down, all that laughing knockers a person out. Alright, so goodbye. You can stop following me now, I'll see you later. Alright, so... I don't know what we got all that except for a bunch more love points from her. So, I'll just see you later, Poppy. This was fun. Hope you can find your way home in the snow. There's another door that we're gonna have to figure... Oh, that just takes us to... You know who. We went through there before, didn't we? Does this go up and around? It goes to Fest Field. I'm just looking to see if there's any... There's that dude. I wonder if he can bless some water for us. Bless water. Bless one water for you. Accept. Alright, so we're going to put some of that blessed water. Blessed. Not blessed. Blessed. I'm gonna put some of that blessed water on the dank moss and see how that turns out. That could be an interesting little situation. Now, quitting it. Speaking of which, we got a little. I think we have some dank moss we need to harvest. So we can head over to Cuckoo Wood. See if there's any blind Nancy laying about in these parts. Blind melon, whatever it was. Blind lemon. Blind something. Oh, look, some fish. Maybe I could serenade the fish. See how they like it. Maybe I'll be their little pumpkin after that. Alright, so I don't see any moss growing. I must not have planted any more moss, or maybe it has a time limit. Let's see, where's my scythe? It's a shovel, you dunderhead. Alright, let's just use the shader with. Yeah, see, there's nothing growing on them, so let's go ahead and get the containers. Alright, so there's that. How do we know which one's the blessed water, though? How do we know which one's the blessed water? Items. Oops. Containers. Glass jar, glass jar, glass jar. Contains water, contains water. Alright, none of them say they contain blood. Oh, here we go. Glass jar, equip. Alright, so now. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. I can't tell if it did anything there or not. Can we still do this in the middle of winter? Yes, we can. Because we're making some sweet moss right now. Some sweet moss. Okay, that's turning blue. Turning blue. Turning blue. Turning blue. Looks like a little... I wonder what these little campfires are. We can start a campfire. Alright, so let's head on down to... Where are we? The Nuts Cattery and Cuckoo Cabin. I believe we're already maxed out with those fine people. What's her name? What's the woman's Hazelnut? We're already good with her. Or did we already do the 5-star with her? I can't remember. Let's go check it out. What is this? Cuckoo dude. Darn it. We need the blind thing. Where's she at? Here she is. Hazelnut. Talk. Gift. Let's go give her a blueberry, because we already know that we've got maxed out with her. Hair problem at Olive Ridge Cutting Plots. Know what that is. Alright, so he doesn't have an heirloom box. Somebody gave us their code to the heirloom box recently, and I can't remember who it is. Can't remember who it is, which is kind of sad, because somewhere out there there's a box that's probably got a bunch of junk in it, to be honest. And we can't get to it. But we're looking for flowers anyway. We haven't been around Poppy. This dude loves us, so we're not even going to bother him. Don't see any flowers anywhere. So here we are here. Any of these people not absolutely adore us. Clay Teapot doesn't absolutely adore us yet. But I bet he would adore a gassy apple. Yes, he would. Most of these people are already maxed out. If not all of them are not maxed out, I'm not sure. Pretty 90% sure Ignatius is. Ignatius is good to go. This is another kid, Copper Kettle. You know, he doesn't like those. How about a gooseberry? What kid doesn't like gooseberries? All right, 11 friendship points with him. Just getting... Sowing the seeds of love, as the song goes, for the next generation. That house completely loves us. Right, except for maybe the kid. Faye Brown, everybody loves us. This whole house loves us. That's why we can do as we please with their stuff. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Okay, we'll check that out in just a second. But this one, alright, so the Complaint Lodge. Isaiah Green, he wants something. We're going to give him a gift. Give him an. Now we're not gonna give him an apple. How about a tomato? All right, so he really likes tomato. Oh, today was his birthday. Well, that's interesting. So as you can see, we only need to make 10 guesses. So I bet it's 777. Let's try that. Nope. Code is now scram. Oh, darn it. Or is it? It still says 777. Let's see, it's still acting like those are the right ones. Okay, so maybe that's not. Maybe it'll still work. So I know it's not 777 or 770 or 2. So we gotta be getting there. Right? There we go. 773. Fishnet stock. Tastes great with... We already had this one. Tastes great with Frankenfurters. We already had this one. This was the... Or maybe we just got one. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I was going to look at. Go here. So let's make some fishnet stock and see what it looks like. So I'm going to say we've got some new recipes we haven't touched yet. So we're going to give them a shot. Crafting the soup. Goes in here. All right, let's see if I can get it on the first shot. Probably not. I got it on the first shot. How about that? I'm a regular Gordon Ramsay, you donkey. Got it. Got plenty of time. So now it's time for the awful tench. I guess it's a more of a dense fish. Look at that. I'm the soup master. The soup maestro, as they said on Seinfeld. Strength, healing, and stamina. So this could be a good one for the dungeons. If we ever go to the dungeons again. Certainly probably not going to go in this lifetime. And we got 2 of them. So that's a new soup we was able to make. So what else we got? We've made all these. We haven't made Sunset Drive Over because we don't have a curse fish yet. We've made Moxie Jam before. We've never made Chop Gooey. Let's give that a shot. No reason not to use some of our really good ingredients. Getting low on pork chops. Time to plant some trees. Alright, so the pork chop takes the longest to cook, obviously. And I'm trying to do this right. Chop, 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 onion, chop. Parappa the Rapper. Alright, next is the mushroom. Alright, so that takes about that long. Alright, about that long. Gummy mushrooms. And then now it's this stuff. Looks like it's bleeding. The honey is bleeding. Why is the honey bleeding, mommy? Why is the honey bleeding? Ooh, we gotta get that in there. Stuff was cooking faster than I thought. Somebody was making bad jokes. Alright, complete. We didn't get yelled at. Gooey, healing, toughness, and charm. Not bad. Oozes flavor. So we actually got some good, so how much of this stuff do we have? Do we have any, like, 1-star? Okay, so we just need 1-star of this. So I think we can use one of those. Another honey. And then a swamfletch, whatever the heck that is. Alright, so the longest cooking one is the honey. Make the honey bleed. There we go. Gotta get that on the first shot. So now it's the swamfletch. The fine yellowish fish. I don't think that counts. Alright, that counts. That was good enough. So now I gotta get this ready to go in about right now. Probably a little bit too early. Oop. Alright, there was that. What was that? Did you see that? There was one last little flake on there. I don't think we're bad though. Alright, swamfletch or Lernfast. Medic, whatever that means. Toughness and charm. Better out than in, I always say. Alright, what else have we got? Surf and turf. Alright, we'll use some good stuff there. We're gonna have to use another pork chop. And then a river trout. Remember we looked so long for those? They were right there in the river all along, surprisingly. As long as this one doesn't go in. Alright, so there we go. Not too bad at chopping up pork. Glad the fish doesn't bleed. That would be kind of gross. Luckily, fish doesn't have any feelings. Alright, there's that. And then now it's time for the... whatever this stuff is. You have to make sure it goes in all in one fell swoop. There we go. We got it all in at once. I think everything's close enough. Good deal. Good deal, my friends. You all did a good job. Complete. We got Servant Herb, Constitution, Toughness, and Healing. Another good one for the dungeon. In a rusticy sauce. For some reason, I knew that. I think maybe we got one of those before. Sterling Boss. It seems like we pick up a lot of mushrooms, but then whenever it's time to use them, we don't have very many. Alright, why does this stuff take so long to cook? But ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to fry or die. Mushrooms, they're not going to cook very well when they're only in little chunks like that. Alright, so we got that. Now it's time for you. A little bit of elderberry to a little bit of posh to this recipe. There we go. How do you like that? This one's almost perfect. Almost perfect. Except I don't think the game really gives us much for that. Laziness, healing, and virility. It didn't give us anything for it. Calculation. I mean, how could we have done any better on the mini game? Huh? How could we? See your GP after eating. That's general practitioner for you Americans. Alright, so we got gooseberry pie. Now I found out with this thing. This thing's called a whistle root. And as this game often does, I had never seen a whistle root at all. And then after I get this recipe, what do I run into outside my house but a whistle root? Right there, growing right outside there in Willowdown Farm, or whatever it's called. I should know that by now. Oh, they were shaped like whistles. That's cute. And then here's this. Getting pretty good at that too. The thing I'm really still bad at is, well, pie rolling, as you'll see here in a second. Pie rolling. And yeah, that's not too bad. Go this way. Get lined up. I realized that you can do this so much better with the mouse. We're gonna jump out a window before. Alright, so we didn't use the, well, I guess I didn't really care that we used all that much crust. So into the oven it goes. See what we get here. Anything delicious? Whistle root. I mean, that's something that's obviously, well, I can't say it's obviously made up. I'm not a root master. I don't know all the roots in the world. Clumsiness, constitution, and digestive. Doesn't really... Look at that, 5 stars. We didn't do anything difficult there. We used crap ingredients, and we got +3. Just a single gooseberry pie. And we got a 5-star one, so we know we're going to use in the next pie baking contest. Alright, we're going to use 3-star strawberry, crap pies. Pies are easy. Just chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. In you go. This is going to be a nice little psychedelic pie, I believe. The rainbow mushrooms. Honey. Y'all know what honey does to you. Chop, chop, chop. I wonder if that... Alright, that's not going to... So that was good. So do this. Oops. Do this way first. Way next. Then across the diagonals. Here, here, here. Should be good enough. Dough's tightening up. Didn't get any warnings. Some stuff did fall out, though. So is it going to hold that against us? But that wasn't our fault. The game made it do that. The game made it do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Bam. Boom. Pow. Alright. Complete. Gummy yum pie. Toughness, gossip, and charm. 5 stars again. I guess I'm the pie master. Didn't have a cute little saying to go with it, did it? Okay, so what else do we have? We just have ambrosia. Alright, so just in time to make some ambrosia. And then By the end of this episode, we're gonna have to use one of our moonfish. Pudding? Have we ever made a pudding? Who's ever trying a pudding in a pie? I guess we're gonna find out. That goes in. Chop up these mushrooms. Looking delicious already. Fish and mushrooms. In a pastry. Only the British could come up with something like this. Okay, so in it goes. Looks quite colorful, but the kids would love this. Nothing like giving the kids some psychedelic mushrooms and some raw fish in their pie. Guess it's not going to be raw anymore. I mean, surely all those ingredients could have cooked in the 9 seconds that they were in the oven. Brosia, look at that. Look at that special banner. Is that special? Friendly illusion and insomnia. Food of the gods, the party gods. Alright, so that's it. We're caught up on recipes just in time, just 1 minute over, and we managed to loot somebody's box. Not a euphemism. Thank you for being here, my friends, and I will see you soon.